Hey there, students. It's Mr. Mikasa, and we are back with another edition of Mr. Mikasa's Digital Lessons. And as you can see, we're doing another screen recording on my laptop. There's the blue cyclone of death, which is our school's mascot. And on today's digital lesson, we're going to talk about race formatting for short constructive responses on your teacher's various assignments. Now, by this point, you should be start working on some of your assignments for your teachers. A lot of you guys are starting to use Google Docs in order to type up your responses for your teachers' questions. And on some of your teachers' assignments, they might require you to do what's called race formatting. So let's go and talk about that today on this lesson. So I'm zoomed near this little word program here. This Microsoft Word program. So we're going to talk about what is race formatting. Race formatting is kind of like an acronym where each letter represents a different word. That's pretty much how it works, okay? And that's the formatting we call when we actually answer short constructive responses. These are anything that requires you to write any answers out in paragraph form. So for example, let's here look at this assignment. This is Unit 1, example lesson number 1. Your instructions: answer the following questions in race format. So what does the different letters of race format stand for? The R in race format stands for restate the question. The A stands for answer the question, C stands for cite the source where you received your information, and E is explain your answers with evidence and examples. All right. Now, ideally, if you were to do this race formatting, restating your question, answering the question, citing the information where you got your information from, and then explaining your information, what you do is you actually kind of cover your bases for short responses by answering the question and providing lots of details for this. All right. It's really good for using for research-based questions. It's really good for standardized testing, and a lot of your teachers like using it as well to get information from you when you're answering short constructive responses. So because of that, it's just kind of a win-win for everyone involved. Now, a lot of problems that a lot of students run into when they do race formatting is they're not sure how to organize their race paragraphs or how to answer the question using this acronym. So that is the purpose of today's digital lesson. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do a race formatted paragraph using race formatting, and I want you guys not to use this in my class. I want you to use this in my class, but also you can use it for any of your other classes as well, unless of course your teachers want you to do something different with their race format responses. So as you can see here, we have a question, and our example question says, which video game is better, Fortnite or Apex Legends? So this is a question that we're going to have to answer using race formatting. And down below here, I have given my answer. If you notice, my answer is in race format. So like when it comes to the restate and answer the question part, most kids have this part down. They have no problem answering this way. So let's go ahead and answer our question. The question asks, which video game is better, Fortnite or Apex Legends? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to highlight our restate, which is the part where we restate the question. So in this case, I put down the best video game is not Fortnite or Apex Legends. So that part's highlighted in bright blue. That is a restate. As you can see, I've restated the subject from the question as well. I've also restated what the question is about. So now I'm going to start going to my answer. The answer I'm going to highlight in green. So this is the answer I'm giving. The answer says, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare is Warzone. So that part is going to be highlighted in green. So for my recent answer portion, which video game is better, Fortnite, Apex Legends? My restate, the best video game is not Fortnite or Apex Legends, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone. And that's my answer. Now, so that part, once again, green is for answer a question. The blue is for the restate. So now we've taken care of both those things. Now, the most common problem I see students have when doing race formatting is how do they do a sentence for cite? A lot of kids really struggle with the citation part as well as the explanation portion. So I'm going to show you guys a really quick, easy way in order to solve this problem where you both have your cite and your explanation combined together, okay? And we're going to do this with what's called a prepositional phrase. What a prepositional phrase means that the part of your sentence is providing introductory information about the rest of the information provided in the sentence. For those of you guys who pay attention really well in your reading, writing, as well as your language arts class, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In this case, we're going to use yellow. We're going to use yellow to do the cite portion of our race formatting. So what I find is the easiest thing to do is to use your citation as a prepositional phrase for the explanation of your guys' answer. So for example, if we're going down here, I give my citation. According to IGN, which is the Imagine Games Network, highlighting that in yellow, as you can see, I've separated this with a comma because this yellow portion is a prepositional phrase for my explanation. So once I tell my reader where I got my information from is setting it up as a prepositional phrase and separating with a comma like this, I then begin my explanation and provide evidence to explain my answer. And that's where the rest of this comes in. So we're going to use, let's do pink. We'll use pink for color for this one. We're going to now explain our answer by providing examples as well as evidence. So once again, the blue, my restatement, my question. The green is my answer. The yellow is my citation. Now it's time to explain. In my example, I explained Call of Duty Modern Warfare has won 57 different awards, including Best Game of 2020. That's not true. I'm just making this up because I like Call of Duty. It says this award was given due to the different game modes that Call of Duty Modern Warfare offers and for its massive 64-player multiplayer maps. So all of that right there from the all the way from my citation onward, that is my explanation. All right. And this is pretty much how you guys should lay out your guys' essay, your race formats whenever it comes into it. Now, obviously, as you can see, the color that appears the most in a race format question is this pink portion, the explanation and evidence portion. Now, you might be wondering, well, Mr. Mikasa, why is there so much more of the explanation and evidence portion than the answer? The reason why is because when your instructors want you to do, your teachers want you to do your race format, what they're really interested in, what they're really focusing on is the explanation part. For them, that is the most important part of the information, especially for my class. Like if you have me for social studies, or you have me for technology class, the explanation part is extremely important because it shows us what you're thinking. It's showing us where you're getting your information from. It's showing us how you came to the conclusions that you came to. How did you came to your answer? And that's the reason why we have you work on the explanation and evidence portion of your guys' race formatting, because that's the most important part. It provides us that key information that we're looking for. Okay, so in this case, as you can see here, this is an example of how you do a race format question, not just for my class, but for any one of your classes as well. Remember, you combine your restate and your answer into one sentence. You restate the question, and then you answer it. You then do your citation as a prepositional phrase, separated by a comma, and then provide the rest of the sentence with your evidence as well as examples. Now, your evidence examples could be as many sentences as you need to get the point across, but overall speaking, that's how you do a race formatting question. All right, and remember, the explanation evidence portion is usually the most important part of a race format because that shows us your critical thinking and where you drew your conclusions from. So that's a quick little digital lesson for how to do race formatting, not just for my class, but any class that you might have here at Skyview Middle School. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as always, that's going to do it for this one. If you have any questions or you have any concerns, feel free to contact me. I'm more than happy to help you guys out with this. You guys will be doing some race paragraphs for me in the future here with some of your assessments coming up. So if at any time, if you're confused how to do race formatting, you can refer back to this lesson and I can show you exactly how it should look with your guys' stuff. And yes, my Call of Duty bias is showing, but that's just because I like playing Call of Duty because I haven't downloaded Fortnite or Apex Legends. So that's good to do for this one, you guys, for this digital lesson. We'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys keep on working hard, and you guys keep on rocking. Peace out.